Hi everyone, this is Christine Josti of Mail Something Pretty, and I am putting together cards I've made as a kit class for the during the COVID-19 time. And so you might be just watching this as a video, or you might be watching this because you purchased a kit. So thank you if you did. If you're interested in a kit, contact me. I might still have some more available, and I can even mail them out to you. So what I did is used a lot of the Celebration honeybee paper and the detailed bees dies, which coordinates with the honeybee stamp set. We are not allowed to stamp images and send them through the mail, so, which is why I came up with the kit class that has no stamping. But you can certainly put your own stamping inside and even on top of some of the cards. So I'm doing 2 cards per video, so these are the 2 cards for this video, and I'm going to start with this one. And it has, this type of fold has a name, but I don't really recall what it is, but I think it's very cool. So we'll have to come up with a name. And I also, let's see, I'm going to put this on the back, maybe so you can see it better with the black paper. I cut, I gave you the measurements. So the card base is this piece. So that's 9 1/4 by 4 1/4, and I scored it 5 1/2, so it's still a regular size card size. And then the pattern papers, the larger one, is 5 1/4 by 4, and then this one is 3 1/2 by 4. And then I just called this piece the mini base because I didn't know what it was called, and so that is 8 1/2 by 3 and scored in half at 4 1/4. And then the 2 papers are actually the same. The white and the pattern are both 4 by 2 3/4. Okay, so just so you have the measurements in case you did not buy a kit but you want to put it together. But everything comes in the envelope for the class, and all you really need to do is put it together. So I'm going to fold on that score. I already scored it for you. I'm going to fold there. And the first piece we're going to put on is that gold and black stripe. Put that on. I tried to also cut it so they had a little gold on both sides on my first sample. I didn't quite do that, and I think this will look a little bit more professional. So it all depends on the pattern of your paper that you're using. And then on this side we will put that. Okay. And then on that little, what I was calling it, the mini base, I'm going to fold that in half, so it's going to open up this way. We'll put the white on the inside. And again, you can stamp whatever you wish, or just write a little message because it is kind of small. And then on this side, we're going to put the honeycomb paper. Okay, so now we're going to put it together like that. So you open it up. So I'm going to try to center it, open it up, and then I know it happens every time. I notice it's crooked. So I'm just going to kind of fold it here. I'm going to put kind of a lot of snail on this one because I don't want it going anywhere. So I'm eyeballing it, hoping it's in the center. It looks pretty good. Okay, so push it down. And then we will just put our beehive down with that same, the background paper. I just did it in the opposite direction. And then the bee is actually not from this set. It's from, I think it was called Detailed Dragonflies or something like that a couple years ago. And I still happen to have it. And the bee's perfect. And that's just on gold foil paper. I want it. I guess I'll do the same thing. So there you go. So actually it came together quite quick because I cut it all out for you. But they're kind of fun. I'm going to make some more of these and decide, you know, I think a nice big flower, or I don't know, use your imagination. You could even put other, you know, stamped images or something on that side. But that's how that card puts together, and I will have to find out what that fold is called. And then this last card comes together really quickly. I used an old embossing folder, the honeycomb embossing folder, so I ran that through first, and then I used my rectangular stitched rectangle thinlits, and so there's a little stitching, and I like that. You could certainly just cut a rectangle, but I liked the stitching because it's kind of a simple card, so it adds just a little bit extra. All right, so we'll just put that down. And it's just on the basis, it's a thick white cardstock. And I did this on another card, but in case you're watching in a different order, actually I did it with a different bee too. So I wanted, I could just put gold and that's fine, but I wanted it to stand out. Again, there wasn't a whole lot on the card. So I wanted there to be some black behind it. And then this particular die doesn't have like a base, you know, like an underneath layer. Of course, my glue's not coming out. All right, I came prepared. Sometimes I keep a pin stuck to a glue, and you just put it in there. And it comes little chick. All right, so I'm just putting a little dab of glue, and these are 1/2 inch punched circles in black. So I'm just kind of, I have 2 of them, putting them just covering the body of the bee. You can see there's the 2 circles, and then when I flip it over, the glue will dry clear. I need to move this one over before it dries, so the circles are slightly bigger. So we'll just give a little, you can't even tell, but there's like a little shadow effect. So it's up to you if you want to use them or not, but I just thought it was, just gave a little dimension with the color. And then normally I would maybe let that dry a second, but I am not going to. So I'm using a dimensional, and I'm going to put that right in the middle of the card. And then I cut out these greeneries, so to speak, but I did them in black. And this is from, it's a current die set, but I don't know what it's called. It has a bird, and it has like some edges to make like little bookmarks or tags. I have no idea what it's called. And I'm just gonna put that down. So for these cards, if you've watched all the videos, you'll see that this glue I've used quite a lot. And it's the multi-purpose liquid glue. And I've used tweezers, which you can get anywhere. Turn it this way so it's opposite. Okay. I just love this card. It's so elegant and simple. Okay, so those are the 2 cards of this video. So there you go. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for purchasing a kit if you did that, or just watching my videos. I really appreciate it. I appreciate comments and people signing up for my mailing list. And thank you very much for just being part of my stamping life. Okay, this is Christine Josty from Mail Something Pretty. I will see you later. Bye-bye.